Most people will look at me and other creators who are critical of Fresh and Fit as bona fide haters. We are upset because we don't have Fresh and Fit's fan base. We are upset because we don't have their success. Or thirdly, we are upset because we don't have their access to women. And when I hear those arguments, I think that it's pretty bogus because it really goes around the argument of how terrible Fresh and Fit really are as people and as scam artists. And nobody has broken this down better than my good brother, Pocket Watching with JT. We can deal with the demonetization in another argument, but today we're not dealing with being demonetized. We all know that they are demonetized, but what we're dealing with right now are character issues that Fresh and Fit seem to always have and can never get it right. But now let's kind of do this. Rewind, Ema. You see, Fresh and Fit started off as a podcast in 2020, and then after that, they became the largest men's podcast in the world. And both of these guys had careers in doing something else before they became lady coach magnets, literally, and started selling overpriced courses. But you see, Pocket Watching with JT has done a really good job on breaking down these particular brothers. And we're going to deal with him based on the fake guru checklist. All right. And number one is falsely claims to be experts, create fake social proof, sell overpriced courses. I'll let Pocket Watching with JT deal with that right now.
I'm going to pull up the link. You guys can call into the show. You can let me know where I went right, where I went wrong. We can have a conversation. But in my view, Fresh and Fit are playing the same set of rules that all other fake gurus do. Give me a minute and I'll show you guys what I'm talking about here. So what am I saying by fake gurus, right? Right here, this is my checklist. This is the checklist that I normally use to determine if someone is a fake guru or not. This is the criteria. A fake guru is going to be someone who falsely claims to be an expert in something. Falsely claim. Why are they falsely claiming? Because to be a true expert, it takes years of study and practice. Meaning, you can't wake up one day and decide, I'm an expert in something. It takes time and hard work to develop the skill set and the experience to be a true expert. You cannot be an expert in something in 1 year. It takes time. So in general, all fake gurus are going to be someone, some guy, some girl. They are falsely claiming to be an expert. That's going to be number one. Number two, they create fake social proof. Now, there's various ways that a fake guru will make fake social proof. I'm going to highlight two tonight. Number one, fake gurus, they like to tell these unrealistic personal stories. Let me give you an example. I have heard with my own ears and seen with my own eyes through these very thick glasses. I've heard and seen fake gurus tell personal stories that are super unrealistic like this. I was able to turn $300 into $3 million in a year. Right? I've heard crazy stories like that. Now, they have absolutely no proof. They provide no documentation. They just talk. They just say these things. But their audience believes them. This is a way to create social proof. They'll tell an unrealistic story, how they came from nothing, even less than maybe what you have. And through some crazy process that they came up with, maybe they discovered it, whatever it is, they came across some process from going from nothing to some amazing result. That's the unrealistic story. that fake gurus tell. Another way that fake gurus provide, fake social proof is they just come out with press releases.
He went through number 1 and number 2. Remember that whole thing called create fake social proof? Let's check out this particular clip from John Anthony Lifestyle, and then I want to come back.
He wears a gold chain that says CEO on it, cringe, which stands for collect every opportunity, even more cringe, which is the name of his fake, non-existent social media agency. Fresh, where's your website clients or testimonials? Oh, you don't need them, I guess. You have a gold chain and shirts that say CEO. This is supposed to be the guy who gives business advice and helps guys become high-value men. Okay? He must have wised up recently because he took his Yahoo News article off of his link tree, but it's still up on Yahoo. I'll put these articles here. He's linking all this stuff. This is a poorly written, paid press release that is credited to VIP Media Group at the bottom. It reads like it was outsourced to some Chinese guy on Fiverr. It was syndicated from Access Wire, which is a paid press release service from Associated Press. Here's a link where it says paid content from Access Wire. I'll show that on the screen. Fresh alludes to the article being featured in CBS, Fox News, Disrupt Magazine, Chicago Weekly News, and New York Finance, which might not even be a real publication. Did his Fiverr designer misspell New York Times Finance, or is he stupid enough to think that people won't notice? There's no record of him being published in any of these publications. It shows proof of that. According to his LinkedIn, he has zero business experience and was working in customer service up until December 2020, which is 2 months after he started the podcast with Myron. This dummy didn't even bother to make a LinkedIn for Fresh and Fit. I guess his fans are too busy hustling and getting money in the streets and probably don't have jobs anyways. And then he shows the LinkedIn for Walter Weeks, which is his real name, which we're going to go into another email in a moment about all that Walter Weeks shit. On to his products. First, you have his free social media guide, which is a landing page with no confirmation page. It's not even hooked up to an autoresponder. When you enter your email address, he sends a confirmation from his Gmail address. This guy doesn't know how to set up a simple website and custom domain. CEO, by the way, and he links that. The next product is called DMs on Demand. The sales page looks like it was written by a 6-year-old. $700 product. Obviously fake screenshots with models saying, hi baby, and then he shows screenshots for that. At the time of writing this email, Myron and Fresh just launched their new High Value Academy, another scam course for $799. They had a fake countdown timer to create false scarcity, but you can still click the link and check out. The program features Rich Pooper and some of the other usual scam teachers teaching the course material.
So you guys heard it there. Shout out to John Anthony Lifestyle for that. I'll leave a link in the first comment pinned to the top where you can see that Walter Weeks, known as Fresh Prince CEO, paid to have this particular fake guru article written about him. Okay? So you guys don't understand, you're dealing with frauds. But here's the last part, okay? About their actual credibility as dating coaches. Again, I'll let my man Pocket Watching with JT break that down.
They say, welcome to Fresh and Fit, the #1 self-improvement podcast in the world. We provide the truth to men on females, finance, and fitness. That's what they do. Based on their own language, that's what they do. So I'm assuming these two gentlemen are experts in females, finance, and fitness. Not that hard. Not that hard to see. So let's take a look and see what we got here. Now, once again, all of this comes directly from these two guys. This comes from them. So let's take a look at what they say about themselves. Now, I cannot pronounce this gentleman's real first name, so I'm going to go by his alias, Myron Gaines. So Myron is an author, a real estate investor, prior to entrepreneurship, so before starting the podcast. So let's be clear. The podcast is really his self-employment. Before the podcast, there wasn't really self-employment. He goes into this pretty deep when he talks about being someone who was an agent for Homeland Security, then the podcast. Wasn't a whole lot of business deals going on between those two things. So it's Homeland Security, podcast. So before the podcast, he was working as a special agent. Got it. And he holds a degree in criminal justice from Northeast University in Boston. Now, when I read through his own bio, I don't really see any type of expertise in these three things. Now, he's got a degree in criminal justice. Shout out. He worked as a special agent, Homeland Security. All right. But what does that have to do with any kind of expertise in females, finance, and fitness?
So guys, you've heard that. You see, how can you be focusing on females, finance, and fitness when you were a cop and this other guy had a community college degree and was pretty much a customer service expert? Now you're selling these overpriced courses to these guys, and now you're acting like you're experts in the game. But it gets even worse. You remember when Fresh CEO about 2 years ago said he had slept with 1,000 women? And well, let's play that clip and see how he got exposed.
It's not really fit, but Fresh, I had came across this video, right? And inside of this video, you were saying something like how you got 1,000 bodies and shit. And I'm like, bruh, you is not fucking like that, my nigga. Like, why is you tapping to the camera, bruh?
So here's my thing, right? Why would I lie to you?
Yeah.
What do I gain from doing that? Please tell me.
You said you got 1,000 bodies in a year, bro. That shit is cap.
No, I didn't say in a year. In a lifetime. But why would I lie to you, bro? I'm not getting paid for it. I don't even know you, bro. What do I have to cap? This is my life, bro. I'm just curious.
Well, I ain't gonna lie, my dude. The way you, like, even your tonality about, like, you look scared as shit, like, when I said that, bro. So it told me that it's the truth, bro. But I ain't even trying to dish y'all podcast, because I do think what y'all doing for the community is real shit. But I do think
you're Mac, right? You kept saying Al Myron in the chat.
Yeah, I did what I had to do to get on the show. I ain't got nothing against you, Fit. I think I like your energy when how you talk to these men. You saying real shit. It's a lot of bitch ass niggas out here, but Fresh, you was capping about that though, bro. So,
bro,
you gotta stop.
You don't know my life, bro.
I wanted to say.
You don't know what I've been through. You don't know the burns I've got from the bodies. Like, dude, it's funny because, like, I'm just chill, bro. I live life. Things happen. It might be unbelievable to you because you haven't lived my life, but, like, hey, man, life is great. And my experiences, bro, because I've only started recording my life because of the vlogs now. But if you've seen the past, bro, it's insane what happened to my life, bro. Like, from Barbados to New York to Vegas to here, it's been crazy, man. And I love it. So, bro, if you don't believe it, I don't really care, bro. I know what I know. My friends know who I am. People I care about know who I am. So whatever you gotta say, bro, I really don't care. Honestly.
Don't lie, my nigga. I don't really care, bro. But yeah, that's all I had to say.
Cool.
All right, caller.
You see, guys, that's not me being a hater. It's not Pocket Watching with JT being a hater. It's none of us being a hater. It's just telling the actual truth. The problem is a character flaw with these guys. It is nothing more. It is nothing less. I actually used to support Fresh and Fit until I found out all these things about them and how they treated Kevin Samuels. That's the reason why I switched my position. And some of you guys can be Kevin Samuels fans and then be Fresh and Fit fans and then say O'Shea Duke Jackson is hating. When Kevin Samuels was the guy who was bigger than all of them, and I gave Kevin Samuels his first interview, and I wasn't jealous of Kevin Samuels. The reality is that these guys are liars. And lying and unaccountability and, pretty much just grifting it off is what got them to the top. Now, don't get me wrong. There's some hard work in that also, but these are the receipts, guys. And if you don't believe me, I'll post the Yahoo link. You can go look at it for yourself. Who's hating on that? It's just the facts. These guys are who we say they are, or better yet, who they say they are. Okay? So guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. Appreciate you for all you do. Subscribe to the bell. We're out.